Welcome to my bedroom. A little bit casual tonight because I'm planning to travel. So later on in the week when I do my Bible study, you're going to see me on the road in my camper traveling. So I've been packing all day and it got really late and I'm doing this video now. So you can see it tomorrow before I leave. So this is going to be a little bit different for this Bible verse for this week. By the way, I have Muffin over here with me, so if you hear her snoring, she's sleeping right here next to me. So I promise I'm going to give you a tour of my room when I get back. I got one more thing to do for my room. So, but as you can see right back there, that's the corner where I filmed from, but the lighting's really dark over there right now, and I'm using this lamp on my bed because I don't want to have to bring the whole setup over here right now. But anyway, so I want to talk to you about the verse. I have four verses that I want to talk about because they're all related to the same thing. Last week when I was watching the impeachment trial, I've been, this has been for days now, and I've been like mesmerized at how many people are lying under oath. It's not political, but honestly, if you're walking with God, you can't be okay with anybody in the court system falsifying testimony and evidences just to bring a case to trial. I mean, this is something that is really, really bad. And I just keep thinking about it all the time. So finally this morning, I said, look, I've got to find scriptures on this and I've got to talk about it because the problem is people see their senators and their governors doing this kind of thing and they think that's okay because as far as I know, none of these people have been slapped even in the hand for doing things like this. And these are attorneys. These are people who are articulate. They're professional. They work. A lot of them have worked before they came into government. They were attorneys. So, they know the law. They know what they're supposed to do. And the fact that they did this stuff anyway and nobody is investigating it is beyond me. So I just want to make sure that people understand that this is not something that God approves of. So I want to bring you some Bible verses talking especially about this. Let's go to Proverbs 19:5. I'm reading it from my New Living Translation Bible today because I'm kind of packing up and my King James is packed away. So I read it from there and I'm doing my verse based on the New Living Translation, but it's all the same. Anyway, it says, a false witness, this is Proverbs 19:5. It says, a false witness will not go unpunished, nor will a liar escape. So God's judgment is eventually going to come on these people because they think they might have escaped this now, but in the end, they're not going to go unpunished. Let's go to Exodus 23:1, where it says, you must not pass along false rumors. You must not cooperate with evil people by lying on the witness stand. Wow. What about Exodus 20:16, where it says, you must not testify falsely against your neighbor? Or the last one I wrote here, and this is a long one, it says, there are 6 things that the Lord hates. No, 7 things he detests. So detest is a pretty strong way of saying hate. One of them is haughty eyes, and haughty eyes means that you look down on others and you think higher of yourself. That's what haughty eyes is. A lying tongue, hands that kill the innocent, and that could mean abortion also. So I would think that this is the kind of verse that you can also put in the abortion category. A heart that plots evil that God doesn't like, feet that race to do wrong, and a false witness who pours out lies. A person who sows discord in a family. Wow. So I went and I checked in my study Bible, and I'm going to give you my observation now, the study notes that I wrote on this. It says, making up or spreading false rumors was strictly forbidden by God. Gossip, slander, and false witnessing would undermine families. strain cooperation, and make chaos of the justice system. And that's what we're seeing right now. Even if you do not initiate a lie, you are still responsible if you pass it along. Do not circulate rumors. To testify falsely means lying in court. We testify falsely if we leave something out of a story, talking a half-truth, or twisting the facts, or inventing falsehood. For some, deception is a way of life, but God warns his people not to give into it. So that is my take on it. I want you to really think about it this week, because in the future, you think about it for yourself. Gossiping, God puts it in the same category as gossiping or spreading false rumors. So we have to make sure that when we hear something, we know that it's a fact and it's not something made up, because we are also responsible. Whenever we pass it along to somebody else, we are actually like witnessing to that. And if it's not true, what it is we're also compromised in the lie. You understand? So we have to be accountable for our tongue. And I know that the chapter of James talks a lot about the things of the tongue. We have to be more careful about what we say and who we tell people and what we're saying. So I just want you today to be very careful that when you're circulating information from one person to the next, if you're not sure about something, you may want to tell the person, look, I don't know if this is true. I heard this. And think about with your heart also why you're spreading something to somebody else. Are you doing it to help the other person, or you're just spreading it because, it's fun and it's gossip? But we got to be careful with that, because once we start hardening our hearts to things like that, we will be eventually capable of doing deception like this, which is on a much higher scale. So think about these people. How did they get to this level of corruption that they are actually even lawyers and people who've been in the justice system, in the government, who have gotten to this point of corruption that they will actually bring in false evidence and make up the false evidence? So think about how many times in their lifetimes they've done things like this corruption, to the point now that they are getting away with it, and the people that are around them are just as corrupt. So I pray in the name of Jesus that this country people start reaching out and sending letters to their politicians and letting them know that they think is wrong. I think a lot of these people who done this, we have to get the names of these people and write to our government and let them know that we are not going to stand for this kind of justice circus that's out there right now, where these people are not held accountable for lying, or whether we have to go to the bar, the legal bar, and actually complain about these attorneys who were in this trial that they participated in, the ones who falsified the evidence. So I hope that somebody runs an investigation on this, and I really do hope that somebody reports these people to the American Bar Association, these attorneys who shouldn't be attorneys at this point anymore after doing something like this. So I thank you so much for watching this week. I will see you for my Bible study at the end of the week, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And please, let's stop passing gossip and judgment against other people. Judgment. I just recently was in the book of Enoch reading, and I realized God put it in my spirit for me to tell people that when you talk about judging other people, you're cheapening the word judgment. And judgment is really something big and bold that belongs only to God. None of us judge. But what we do is witchcraft, which is called divination. Anytime that you are guessing or assuming or thinking about what another person is doing, that is really a form of witchcraft, which is divination, because you are trying to divine what this person is doing, and that's wrong. So I just want you guys to know that we cannot be doing this anymore, and we have to really go by facts all the time. I get a lot of hateful people who will send me like a comment based on a 6-minute video, and they don't know like the 24 hours before that or the conversations that I had with people, and they're judging. And I'm like, why are these people judging? Judging is for God, but they are into witchcraft because they are trying to be they're trying to use divination to figure me out and who I am, and they have nothing, and they don't know nothing about me. So I hope that more people realize this. When you are and we all try to figure people out. I don't want to say the person, I don't want to say the word judge. I want to say when we look at somebody, we all try to figure that person out, because we have a right to know whether we think this person is good or this person is bad. You know, we have to come to some level of understanding. But we shouldn't be guessing. We shouldn't be guessing. And we also have the spirit in us that tells us, no, don't walk over to this person, or don't be with this person, or don't hang out with this person. But at the same time, we also have to keep ourselves from wrongly making assumptions of people when we don't know the facts. So, but in this particular case, we saw the facts. The facts were that these people had to pull the evidence off of the case because they actually got caught lying, which is really, really sad that this is happening in our country this right now. So anyway, I thank you so much for watching this week from my camper. I will see you for the Bible study. I'm so excited because I've been reading the book of Enoch, and I'm like so crazy with this book. I can't wait to talk to you about it. So stay tuned, because it's going to open your eyes to a lot of things coming up in Exodus. And I'm super, super excited to get there with you. All right, bye. Have a good week. See you on Sunday. Bye.